everyone should post on your like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the after show. Bachelorette Michelle Young season. It's your guy, Dave Neal, and we are here to talk about the season of Michelle finding love. Oh my gosh, so much to get into. Where do we even begin? Hello, everybody. Good to see all of you. I'll just chat with you guys for a few minutes as we populate the live stream, get some new folks to come in. Everyone introduce yourself if you're new. Let me put some instrumental music on. Here we go. I'm doing some, here we go. Doing some 80s music. Hello, everybody. Tonight I'm drinking a zero sugar Dr. Pepper. That's right. Coming to you long and strong. Samantha Butler says, I'm loving the new hosts. Super refreshing. Them laughing in the bushes was good entertainment. I agree. The two hosts with Michelle. Boy, Michelle is sultry. The way she looks at these guys, I need a cigarette. Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
Everyone should post on your like.
Looking amazing. Post on your like. Hit the like button an odd number of times if you don't mind. Do that for me. And then we'll have some rules here. No spoilers. No fighting. Super chats are always appreciated. It's how we help fund the business. Everyone loves Caitlyn and Tayshia. And as I learned earlier, just because Jesse Palmer is host of The Bachelor doesn't mean he's necessarily going to be host of The Bachelorette. So they have a chance to keep this job. They have a chance to win this one over. Rebecca says, I want to know how heavy that dress was. It's gorgeous. Yeah, that must have been a heavy dress. That one Shaw says, shocked she kept the table guy and bus guy in Joe. He ghosted her. Well, I mean, they were DMing each other. Does that count as ghosting if you just stop replying to someone? I think we're overusing the term ghosting. Now, Ref Dave, Joe Coleman, I mean, I could look into that. I could look into whether or not he ghosted on her. But chances are that, let's go to, hold on. Gotta hit a button here. Chances are, you ever just like DM with someone back and forth and it kind of fizzles? I mean, did he block her? Did he, you know what I mean? I know, obviously, now that she's Bachelorette, he's sliding back into the DMs. I get that. But hey, such is life. Sage Johnson says, Joe is hot. Crafty Beach says, love Michelle's parents. Oh, she's got great parents. And it seems like Michelle's got just a stable life. Like, she understands what love looks like. She sets boundaries. She's almost too emotionally, I don't know, prepared for this journey. You know what I mean? I was going to say, it's like, don't they want a bachelorette? I mean, why is she single? Doesn't that make you wonder why she's single? I know you get, she's not old, so a couple of failed relationships, and that gets you to where she is. But it's almost like, where's her red flag? She's so great. Sage Johnson says, such good training ground. That's absolutely right. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It helps YouTube know that we got some fun things going on here. The best thing you guys can do for me, as always, is just keep sending positive comments. Those are always good for the algorithm. Crafty Beach says, I'm awful about replying to DMs, but I'm a married lady. Yeah. The longer you're in a relationship, the less, I guess, pressure there is to get back to your partner. Lorna says, why is Tayshia and Caitlyn dressing so sexy in front of these guys, giving Michelle competition? Well, I think they can have confidence and not worry about Caitlyn. You know, Michelle doesn't have to worry about how Caitlyn and Tayshia could walk by naked. Michelle, she can hold her own. Not that they would do that. But it must have been crazy for these guys when they get a knock on the door and it's Tayshia. They're like, hello, I wasn't ready. Natalie Hickman, good to see you. She says, so many beautiful men. OMG. Yes, lots of beautiful people in general. Sage says her calves must be amazing going up and down those stairs so much. Absolutely. She got a full Peloton workout, just bringing guys back to the room. Natalie, what'd you think? Again, we're doing no spoilers on this chat here. This is a week 1, episode 1 chat. Yeah, Nate was great. Got the first impression rose, obviously, we just watched. If anyone wants to leave a voicemail, you can call in 401-213-9828. Voicemail is 401-213-9828. I just ask that you keep it short. Live streaming. My sister asked me what I'm doing. Bachelorette night. All work. You can call in. I told my sister to call in. My sister always calls when I'm live streaming, and it's so annoying because I stream from my phone when I'm watching the show. I watch the East Coast version from the show, and it's like I want to answer the phone, but I'm always like, reject. Anyway, what can you do? She's like, she goes, what are you doing? I'm working, huh? I'm working. I was going to say, honey. You ever get your lines crossed there? I love Nate. I like the firefighters. Also like Rick a lot. And Joe is pretty, but we'll see his personality soon enough. Yeah, Rick is, correct me if I'm wrong, Rick was the guy on the head on a platter. Rick, as far as gimmicks go, pretty good looking guy for a gimmick. You know, they asked me before the first episode, Dave, would you do a gimmick or would you just be normal? And it's, you want to say be normal because you don't want to do a gimmick where you're stuck in a box the whole time. But also, some of these gimmicks were pretty good. Who was it? Was it Clayton? No, I'm trying to think who brought the yardstick. That was one of the best gimmicks out there. Nice yardstick, made her spank him. Obviously, you know, nothing like getting a teacher to spank you. You know what I mean? Melissa said, Rick is so freaking hot. Jesus. Oh, was that Clayton? Clayton was the one with the yardstick? I was actually really hoping she welted him. I was really hoping she just, you know, got him really, just really surprised him, you know? So like 3 dates later, he still has like a line down his butt. Natalie says, Clayton was I kind of bland, but he's nice. He's a nice guy, safe, I think. Clayton's definitely mom's a special needs teacher, I believe he said. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's so much content to get through. Laura says, I just think they dragged the gimmicks too long. If Rick left the table right after meeting the guys, it would have been kind of funny, but it just got awkward. Yeah, they got to roll him in. Hey, Sophia's checking in from Montreal. Now, let me know where everyone's coming from if you're new here. I'd love to know where people are from. I'd love to hear when people are from out of the country. Not digging the table guy, Rick. Crafty Beach says it was too much. I kind of wonder what his setup was under there. Like, was it comfortable? I mean, was he sitting Indian style? You know, there wasn't much room for like a sitting upright. I don't know. Sage says Clayton, Colton, the Midwestern football player thing, but new and improved. Let's just see if Clayton, won't stoop to harassing and stalking his ex. In that case, it'll be an upgrade. I'm working. I can't talk now. My sister's still texting me. I go, I'm working. I can't talk now. She's like, keeps responding to my text. And I'm like, all right, turn your phone upside down. How funny was Michelle when it came to the checking his notes? She was literally checking his notes. She's like, I'm gonna need you to leave the room. She's like studying the notes, like any good teacher there. Like it was a book report. Did you cite this? Did you cite your sources here? Did you plagiarize this? Sophia says the head on the plate was unsettling. Yeah, I mean, this might be one of the best looking bunches. I mean, there were some really good looking guys. Miss Phoenix says here from Pennsylvania, longtime listener, so pumped for the season. Michelle is awesome, and these seem like higher quality guys than usual. Yeah, you don't see a natural villain the way you would have seen it in the past. Usually the villain sticks out right away. You don't see that just yet. All right, so let's do this. I got Twitter pulled up. Me when I saw Nate crying in the season preview. What's the plane? Okay, I'm trying to. I kind of run the risk of finding, like, I'm looking for Bachelor content here, but it's Pardeep is the first Indian Bachelor contestant. He deserves more airtime. Hold on, I'm trying to get back over here. Well, I mean, it's night one. Like, we don't know. It's night one, so we'll have to see. I'm sure some of these guys will get plenty of airtime. Let me look at these. I want to make sure there's no spoilers before I share them. Yeah, Michelle did great. Elizabeth speaks for all of us. She says, not me, sitting on my couch, stuffing my face with Chick-fil-A, haven't showered in 2 days, and critiquing every single person on The Bachelorette. Couldn't be me. What else do we have here? If I was The Bachelorette and the guy brought me homemade cannolis, I'd leave with him right then and there. Anyway, I think we got enough there. We'll have to wait and see what else comes out from Twitter world here. Gorilla says, OMG, so awkward. Michelle reading the notes. Yeah, of course. She's incredible, respectful, yet assertive and strong. Yeah, when she sent home, was it Rick Fox? No, what was his name? Chris, what was the Fox guy? When she, whatever, it doesn't matter. When she sent him home, he was like, you know, anything I can do to change your mind? She goes, I made my mind up. And I was like, yikes. I mean, good for her, but I was like, oh boy, this guy's not used to not being able to talk his way out of something. And maybe he's on his own. You know, someone had mentioned, like, you know, engineers like to have lists and notes, and people like to be prepared in different ways. I mean, imagine, I mean, if you could choose empathy for the notes guy, think of it as someone who's like desperately afraid not to be embarrassed on national TV, and then it comes out that he's got all these notes. Now, was he a plant? He was already on Bachelor on Stage, the live version or whatever. I don't know. Could be a plant. When he left the room, he's like, all right, there's nothing to see here. It felt like a plant. It felt like bad acting. But then again, who knows? If you're new here, hello, everyone. My name's Dave Neal. I'm a comic, and I watch the Bachelor franchise. We comment on it 3 to 5 videos a day on a slow day. And here we are. This is video number 5 or 6. Live streams don't always count. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't already. You can leave a voicemail at the voicemail line. Let's hear what you guys have to say. I'm gonna play your voicemails. We're a little light in the live stream right now at 156 people. So is it me? Is it you? What's going on? What's going on out there? Let's get to, maybe everyone's watching Bachelor Fan Take. This was from right before the episode, but let's play this.
Dave and Tasha and Boone. It is Kid Latchkey, aka my name is also Carly. There is another Carly in our family. I saw in the chat. Shout out. It's 8:30. I'm not going to do any spoilers because I haven't watched the episode yet. My internet went out. I'm so upset. So I'm going to be entering the chat uninformed, as per usual, for those who have seen me in the chat in the past 30-ish minutes. Anyway, I just wanted to actually say, this is my whole purpose for calling. You are my favorite comedian.
Hey, thank you.
In LA. And
I'll take it.
I
in LA.
Adore you and Tasha as if you were my own friends, and the whole family.
We love you
too. Dave Neal YouTube chat family is super awesome, and thank you for all the positivity and love. And yeah, the world needs more people like you and everyone in this chat. And by the time that you're listening to this, I hope that everybody had a great time. Sorry that this was a little long, but you know, that's how you know, whiskey does. You know. Anyway, I love everybody. I love you guys. This is Kid Latchkey calling from Orlando, big up Florida, and I'm out.
Kid Latchkey out. Thank you so much for the call. Much appreciated. You're very kind. Thank you so much. And are you in the chat right now? I know that was from just before. Let's go to all right, okay, we got Josh here with an after.
What up, Dave? It's your boy Josh from Boston. Just
twice in one
leaving
night.
you a post-Bachelorette voicemail.
My guy.
Great episode. first of all, Michelle had a great. I don't think there's a better way to introduce yourself than to have your students introduce you.
Mm-hmm.
And the love that she has for her students and her students have for her, I think that was pretty evident. And usually the lead always says something about themselves, but I think it says something more that she had her students introduce and share about her at the beginning. Also, the producers need to come up with some better gimmicks than having somebody trapped in some box-like form like they did Homie that was on the platter. So, yeah, that was kind of cheesy, but overall it was a good. Oh, Dave. Oh, okay, so I was recently in Minneapolis.
Okay.
And I was at this hotel in Minneapolis, and the bartender actually, I'm not going to spoil it, but the bartender actually told me the top 3, and it was the first time that I felt like reality Steve, if you know what I mean. I had like the hot info. I had the hot take. But anyways, I know who the top 3 is. I ain't going to spoil it for anybody, but it was just, I think I actually texted you. I was feeling myself, you know, might have been a little bit tipsy at the bar, but I got that info, and it was actually pretty crazy. But, yeah, cool episode. Let's see who she gives a shot. Look like some fun dates and whatnot. Maybe some drama. But, yeah, great first episode. And, yeah, talk to you later, bro. Peace.
Thank you, Josh. Did you say you texted this number? You know, you might have, but I don't check my text messages on here too often. I usually just go, because this is like a separate Google voicemail number. But Josh, always a pleasure. Two voicemails from Josh today. I know Josh is single in Boston, so if there's any Boston ladies out there that want to apply to meet Josh, you might have a catch. This guy knows a thing or two about Bachelor. He's well traveled. Get after it. Thank you so much for the phone call. And Josh knows the top 3. We won't share it on here.
Hey Dave, this is Winnie, and I'm calling from Toronto, Canada. So I'm just going to keep this short.
They never do.
I love Nate. He's Nigerian because I'm originally from Nigeria.
There you go.
I'm already like supporting my Nigerian brother. But yeah, I think Nate is cool. Rick, he seems cool, but I don't know how his personality will turn out in the long run. Hopefully good. Sorry. And yeah, Clayton is also nice. I like Chris too, but yeah, we'll see how it turns out. But Nate is my number 1. Just saying. But yeah, have a nice day, and I love your channel. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh,
okay, bye.
Thank you. You're so kind. I can't tell you the amount of love I feel when people like you and all of the callers call in from all over. That was our call. Winnie from Toronto, originally from Nigeria. And thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the love, the support, and the phone call. And it just seems like and by the way, everyone's asking for Josh's phone number too. So I don't know. Josh, are you in the chat? Let's see if Josh is in the chat. Josh, call back and let us know what's going on with your love life, if you don't mind. I mean, it's just that we don't get many guys on the channel, so, you know, it's always nice to pick and pry. By the way, Bachelor Data is based in Boston, and she actually brought it up to me that it would be a fun idea if we do like a sort of a Bachelor meet and greet, maybe with a live stand-up show. No plans in the immediate future because I don't know when I'll be back in Boston, but hey, it could be good. Anna says Winnie has such a melodic voice, doesn't she? What a beautiful voice. I love voicemails because I get to fully dive into all of your sounds. You know, we get so many nice calls from people all over the country and the world. It's so great to get a nice text in, and then we even get a beautiful call from Pakistan every once in a while. We get calls from all over, Hungary, our friends from Quebec. I mean, it's just amazing. Oh, speaking of, let's go to Naples,
Hey, Dave.
Florida.
This is Jody calling from Naples, Florida. I was just calling to say that I think that this was definitely set up, but I also think that it was completely sexist. If you had two male co-hosts going through all of the stuff that women brought, this would be, like, so controversial. Like, going through, like, women's panties, going through, like, everything they brought. That would be, like, everyone would be in an uproar.
Yeah.
So why is it okay? And I'm all for equal rights, totally for equal rights for women. But, like, why is it okay for two women to go through men's things that they brought
Well, I'll answer you real quick and I'll go back. It's not that it's okay. It's just harmless. And I understand it's a little different for a couple of women to go through a guy's thing versus a guy to kind of crack through a woman's privacy. I don't know. It's one of those things that for whatever reason, it seems harmless to me. I don't know if I can properly explain it. I'd love to know what you guys think. I don't know. So some of the comments are, actually all of the comments so far are agreeing with the caller. Good for you.
And I think it's so odd that they would even think to do that. And then, oh my, like they found notes. That's pretty convenient. So yeah, it's a little much for me. It's too much. I've never done this before, and all of a sudden they find these like detailed notes. Something's fishy about that.
Something's fishy, says Jody in Naples. Bye. And now Lindsay says, which I agree with, it was obviously a producer plant. That's why they showed it. Yeah, I mean, look, the guys, it seemed, I don't know. I mean, they looked surprised. The acting was pretty good. I just don't believe it. I don't believe that they would have pulled that on guys. I mean, God knows you'd pull a guy's porn magazine out or whatever. He's got a love letter from his mom. Who knows what you'd find that would be embarrassing. Samantha says it felt cringy. Jill says, chill, it's a TV show. Chill, no, we get enraged. We don't chill, we get enraged. All right, the phone lines are wide open, 401-213-9828. Call in. Let's go to Paige.
Hi, Dave. This is Paige Mack, calling from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I'll be there next week.
Just got done watching Michelle's season. I do follow you. I do like and subscribe.
Thank you.
To your channel. You're pretty awesome. Michelle's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
This season. She's going to be awesome. She's going to be amazing. And I think she might be better than Katie in terms of not letting people influence her. So I'm very excited, and I am glad to do my first voicemail. I usually watch you all the time, so first voicemail. Woo-hoo!
Thank you so much, Paige. Calling in from Cincinnati. Hey, Paige, have some Skyline chili for me. I'll have a 3-way. Half the cheese. They put too much cheddar cheese on. Thank you so much, Paige, calling in from Cincinnati. Listen, I'm not going to go ahead and compare Michelle to Katie or Katie to Caitlin to Tasha. They're all unique women. Everyone's unique, and they're going to bring their feelings to the table. Some days you might be more emotional. Some days you might have your boss attitude together. You feel good in a new sequin dress. You're crushing souls. Then other days you're doubting your life. So let it be. But I do appreciate your input there. I just think that it's a little early to tell. Oh, it looks like we got a lot of calls coming in. So let's go. Let's go to this next voicemail.
Dave Neal, you're a funny Catholic. Saw your show at the Hollywood Improv Comedy. Pretty funny. Excited for the season, I guess. I don't know. My girlfriend makes me watch. Whatever. It's all right. You funny.
Thank you, my guy. I appreciate that. Hey, did you come to the show live? Did we meet? Did we meet at the show? Again, shout out to Lainey and Carl. I met on Sunday. Twice this week, people have come up to me either on the street or out at events. So I appreciate y'all so much. Madison asked, "Do I have a show in Cincinnati?" No, I actually have a wedding I'm going to, so I don't have a show. But boy, I mean, if I can get a hold of a show, I'd love to. But I think we're pretty jam packed on things going on there. But I am normally back Christmas season. I'll definitely get a show when I'm back, if that's right. Let's see if we have Josh here.
All right. Sorry, Dave. This is Josh again. I just want to clarify the story because I see people in the chat asking more about it. All right. So I was at this really nice hotel staying there. It was like a work trip, right? So I'm at the hotel bar there, and the bartender said that they actually filmed at that hotel. I don't know. I don't feel bad letting y'all know. It was called the Marquette.
Okay.
And the bartender there was like, yo, yeah, they filmed here, and then, he just gave me the rest of the information about it. It was a crazy night. I was feeling myself. I was having a great time. I actually met this chick anyways. It was wild. But I had a great time. But, yeah, the hotel that we were at actually hosted one of the rose ceremonies. They filmed there. They did interviews there, and then they well, I don't know if that was the final 3. I don't think it was. but he was able to give me more information about who the top 3 was, the final 3. So it was pretty juicy. I was engaged. I had a good time. It was a great time. So that's how I got my information. Minneapolis, underrated city. We need to give more love and appreciation to Minneapolis. So anyways, that's all I got. Have a good night.
It
Peace.
seems like a great city. Thank you so much, Josh. Hey, listen, Josh, I got a question for you. Is the next Bachelor a spoiler? Now, I'm not going to say it right now, but it's in the comment section. The host of the next season, Jesse Palmer, has announced who the next Bachelor is. The show contractually maybe isn't allowed to announce it. The mayor of the next Bachelor's hometown announced the Bachelor. There's a sign. Fox News talked about it. I think we're going to have to call that this is not a spoiler, okay? So if you truly don't want to know who the next Bachelor is, you're probably spoiled in the comments section. I think this is one of those spoilers we're just going to have to swallow at this point. Cat's out of the bag, baby, okay? Are we good with that? Does anyone object to us? Because normal spoilers, obviously, we have to kick someone out of the chat. Crafty Beach says, not a spoiler unless you are living under a rock. It's not a spoiler. Can I get anyone who disagrees that it's not a spoiler right now, or else forever hold your peace? Let's go back one more time here.
Dave, it's Joe. Sorry, I forgot to comment on Michelle. She is one hell of a bachelorette. She's gorgeous. She's well-spoken. She trusts her intuition. She has boundaries. I loved it when that guy was like, can you give me another chance? And she was just like, I said no. Like, I already told you, dude. No. Pack your shit.
But you do have to admit, it's good for her to set her boundaries and say no, but it's also good for him to try to do whatever he can to change her mind. You know what I mean?
Shit and get out. I love her, and she's so elegant, and she's everything, and she's everything that you'd ever want to be in a woman. Like, I feel bad about myself watching. She's just everything. She's the whole package. Like, we haven't had a batch. I mean, I love her. Like, I love Tana Brown. I love Katie. Like, but she is just like, I just freaking love her. She has so much confidence. She just exudes it. When I watch, I feel a little inky bit bad about myself. But it's okay. I'm going to keep watching and learn from her. All right, bye.
Thank you so much, and appreciate the second phone call, or was it third? I appreciate that. I'm dying. I'm okay. The Diet Dr. Pepper, it's getting to me. All right. Oh, hit the wrong one. Sorry. Too many buttons.
Everyone should post on your like.
Don't forget to.
I'm sipping wine by the bottle.
Post on your like. All right. So we all know who the next Bachelor is. It's not that I'm not going to be, it's going to, I've talked to other accounts on what they, excuse me, I got the burps now, of what they think should be done here regarding, keeping spoilers out. But I think it really comes down to the fact that it's been announced by the next host, and it's just a weird season because of the delay of content going all the way back to Claire's season, which, by the way, Sage said this might be the most successful string of seasons, 6 couplings in a row. Dale and Claire, obviously, spoiler, are no longer together, so you've got that. So anyway, we've got again. I'm going to share the next Bachelor just because it's going to have to be something we just talk about. I've had people send me messages and go, Dave, if you're a spoiler account now, I'm going to be forced to unfollow you. And it's like, look, you gotta judge everything on a post by post, moment by moment, thing here. And I think we all agree it's not a spoiler. But I respectfully, for those that thought it was a spoiler, I do appreciate you trying to keep spoilers out of the chat. But of course, as we've mentioned several times, and thank you very much for the super chat. I have to go back and see who that was from because I was meaning to get to that super chat, and I don't want to let a good super chat go to waste here. But of course, Jesse Palmer posted that Clayton Eckhart is the next Bachelor. So we know he's the next Bachelor, and we just get to watch it, seeing what's going to go down. Mercedes says it feels so illegal to know that Clayton is the next Bachelor already. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? They have shooting. These seasons are being shot back to back. So clearly, this is just a necessity. Again, Jesse Palmer announced it. Mike Fleiss said the initials of who the next Bachelor is on his Twitter. He's the creator of the show. And also, the mayor of Eureka, Missouri, posted, tweeted, and created a whole sign about it. Fox News reported on it. We know who the next Bachelor is. Okay, that's just what it is. I'm not a spoiler account. We try to be very careful. All of my recaps are unspoiled, but this is just what it is. Sarah said, for some people, it is a spoiler. Well, for some people, it's a spoiler that Joe Biden's the president. You know what I mean? It's like, if you live under a rock, you live under a rock. But these announcements have all been made. All the accounts that I follow, the Reddit, the Bachelor Reddit has 170,000 members, and they did a poll saying, should we call this a spoiler? And everyone said, it's no longer a spoiler. So, anyway, so that's just where I have to go with it. I can't, it was announced. All right, good. Most people agree. Not a spoiler. Okay. Trying to get back to the top here. Heather Scott said Joe's explanation was lame. Big red flags. Katie is opening at a comedy club, I think, at the end of the week. Did you know, Dave? I sure did. Sage says, I feel the chemistry with Nate, but not my type personally. It's like when they announced Rachel Lindsay before she was out. ABC spoiled it themselves. Yeah, sometimes you just have to spoil it. You just can't keep the cat in the bag. Kim says, did anyone else notice how tall all these dudes are? Yeah, they're all giants. I'd be the shortest guy there at 5'11". It's if it's on national news, it's not a spoiler. Maybe mayor reported. Yeah, when the mayor reports it. What a weird time when the mayor is reporting on this. You like my whistle? All right, just trying to get back to the top here. Ingrid says, classy, mild-mannered, respectful. That's what she is, and that's what she will attract as her final pick. The prior bachelorettes have nothing on Michelle. She'll probably refrain from using profanity. Listen, I don't mind a bachelorette who swears. I think in a lot of cases they say profanity is a sign of intelligence. I don't know. I mean, she's a teacher. She's probably not allowed to swear in the classroom, but sometimes you just got to say, what the F? I'm not swearing because YouTube listens to me and then demonetizes my content, and I prefer to make money. MB says, Dave, are you still covering Bachelor in Paradise Canada? I am. I've got episodes 1 and 2 up. I'm so close. I'm so close to pulling the plug on covering Survivor. Oh, boy, it's bombing so bad. It's just an algorithm thing. This is a Bachelor channel now, whether I like it or not. All my content has to be run through Bachelor. People are like, why don't you recap Married at First Sight? Listen, I love the recommendations, but this is a Bachelor channel. I'm considering for the start of 2022 to make an entertainment news channel, but right now it's Bachelor. Hey, Gina, with a super chat. I was starting to disengage with the Bachelor franchise until I stumbled upon your account. You're hilarious, and I really enjoy your perspective. Gina, thank you so much. That does mean so much to me. That really does. I always take that to heart. Thank you so much for sticking around. And, I try to make my content, I try to make it so that even if you're not following Bachelor, that we can still have fun and have jumping off points. Did you see that Rachel Lindsay is going to be talking about blackfishing? Will be a lot of content coming up tomorrow. I've already got 2 videos uploaded, ready to go. So we'll have a ton of content. Crafty Beach says, I'm watching Survivor and I have to dig to find your reviews. Yeah, they're just not getting shown. It feels like a waste of my time. I'm probably making like $5 a video, which is like, it's an hour to watch, an hour to shoot. It's like, I don't know. I said I'd do the whole season. This week I'm going to be in Phoenix, so I don't even know if I'll be able to watch Survivor live. So I don't know. I hate to quit on things. Like I did F-Boy Island for 1 or 2 episodes, and I was like, this is just not worth my time. Anyway, let's just keep going. Here we go. We have Karen from Ontario. You are up. Oh, hold on. This is what happens. Sometimes it just randomly gets disconnected. Here we go.
Hamilton, Ontario. I was just listening to you, and I was wondering, don't you think it's interesting that 4 women, if Michelle is successful this year, 4 women from his season are now engaged less than a year after him? Something to think about.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Have a great night.
Karen from Hamilton, Ontario. All right, 4. So assuming Michelle gets engaged, here's what we know. Serena's engaged to Grocery Store Joe. Mari is engaged to Kenny Boy. Who's the next person that's engaged? It's not Piper. Piper's not engaged to Brendan. Am I missing somebody? Could you guys let me know? Kim says that's where Blake Moynes is from. Katie's going to be going up to Canada with Blake when he gets back from Africa this week. Jody with a $5 super chat. Pissed Dad off one more time and he's turning the car around and we're going home. Don't make me do it. I need a rear view mirror. Don't make me. You ever see the eyes of your superior just looking at you and you're like, ew boy. Ooh boy. Marissa. Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Of course, Marissa. All right, well, Katie as well. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. We have Marissa. Wait, Marissa? Marissa wasn't from Matt James. Was Marissa from Matt James' season? I'm so confused. Katie, Serena, Mari. And Marissa was from a previous season, right? Marissa's Peter's season, that's right. Boy, it all blends together. So we could have Piper. I don't think they're going to get engaged, but we could. It might help her image. And Brendan Moraes won't even get the deacon to follow him. You know, his minister, the wedding guy, pastor. Marissa was not a Matt season. All right, so possibly Michelle. Got it. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see. Do we have any more voicemails? Let's see. It's 7:39. I'm going to go for another half hour or so. 218 people in the chat. I would call this not exactly. I mean, look, it's not your fault. You know, I think YouTube has been very slow this week as far as, here's what I'll say as far as the algorithm goes with Michelle Young's season is, and this is credit to Michelle Young as a human, but I almost feel like YouTube, like most social media, generates, the more content generates discussion, arguing, the better content does. I think everyone can agree Michelle's a great person. There isn't much to fight about. With Katie's season, there was people that were bickering that didn't like Katie. It was the first season we didn't have Chris Harrison, so the anti-Chris Harrison people were yelling. There was a lot of commotion. I almost wonder if the waters on Lake Michelle are too calm right now. Sage says first night ratings are usually lower. Crafty's Beach said YouTube has not been kind to me this week either. Oh yeah, this whole week was really slow. Last week wasn't too bad, but then again, it's still better. You know, the channel's still performing way better than I would have ever expected a year ago. So it's still nice. I'm not trying to stress out about it, but when there's a story that happens, the end of Bachelor in Paradise, I couldn't believe how much content was created. There was just so much to talk about. It was like a giant wreckage, and we had to where's the fuselage? Where's the wing? I found the flight recorder. Here's a seat 32A. There was so much strewn about, and right now, it's almost like all right, everyone's together, everyone's happy. Dale and Claire separated. You know, I didn't actually get to make this video today. I wanted to make a video about Claire's breast implant illness. She had a nice update about that. She seems to be so happy. She's doing really well. Hopefully she's able to cut ties and move on and find her guy. Emma says YouTube wants the hot button stuff and Michelle is too mature. That's right. Even the little tiff tonight with the guy with his own, folder, that was like surface level drama. Sophia says, do we think maybe people stayed to watch the new show Queens after The Bachelorette? Maybe that's why it's a quiet night. I don't know. I think it might be Bachelor Fan Take might be doing his live stream. So I was seeing big numbers last year over the summer on the nights when he wasn't doing his live stream. So, maybe I'm just splitting the deck there. Miriam says, I've never been so excited about a season. I love her. I usually don't watch night ones. Yeah, the premiere night, it really is it's a hogwash. There's a whole lot of gimmicks. Really not much substance. But for me, it's like I like to get to know everybody, who's who. I always think that my recaps get better as the season goes on because there are less people to cover, so I can kind of go deeper and pick apart at the bones of who's left. That Sha1 says, I'm watching Queens and Dave Neal. Both are great. How about I'll be your queen? I'll be your queen. Dave, could it be that Bachelor in Paradise? There's Bachelor Overload. That's 3 shows in a row. It doesn't matter to me. I've thought of this. Bachelor Overload. I don't know. It's the fall. So like in the summer, you're competing against barbecues and pontoon boat rides. And it's like, all right, it's the fall. People are calming down. I don't know. I think for my channel, it's really more dependent on getting that, there's my loyal batch. You guys are super loyal. And then there's the casual. I'll watch a video or 2 a day. And then there's people that like when a news story breaks, they're searching. I need to know this story. And those are the people, when that happens, that push it into the stratosphere. You get a bunch of new subscribers and things like that. Nicole says fan takes numbers are down tonight too. Danielle also watching Queens and Dave Neal. Crafty Beach says YouTube recommended fan take and not you. Well, I mean, Bachelor fan take's got 600. All right. Okay. Well, good to know. Crafty Beach says, how can I watch Bachelor in Paradise Canada? Well, I thought it was on citytv.com, but you might need, I might be watching it because one of our audience members let me use their login info in Canada, but using it without my VPN, which means they're allowing people in the United States to watch it as long as they sign in with their cable providers, I guess. I don't know. You'll have to check it out. Go to citytv.com. Trying to catch up on your comments here. Allison says, Dave, did you know Cassie has a new beau named Brighton and she is in his music video? It's a cute, catchy song and she looks great in it. Yes, I covered that story actually a while ago. I didn't play the music video. Brighton has, I think, messaged me on Instagram because he watched one of my videos regarding it all. He made that song Creep about putting a tracking device, about Colton putting a tracking device on her car. Well, thank you so much. I hate to compare me versus Fantake. He's got his own empire. I mean, I'm sure some people enjoy his his shtick. We're all different. You know what I mean? Some people are going to like Michelle. Some will like Katie. We all just vibe with different types of people. Do I have a top 4 yet? You know what? I think I'm done picking them because I always know who's going to win. And then that's just not fair. I am so overly spoiled. I'm not going to share them, but I'm so overly spoiled that I have fan clubs that reach out to me that already know the winners. And it's like, I can't follow these fan clubs. I want my audience to not know who it's going to be if they don't want to be. And obviously, if I make content that spoils it, I'm going to do my best to secure that content around blurred out images and give you all the chances in the world to avoid those videos. Cross-Stitching Queen says, I watch Fantake for sleuthing and Dave for comedy. I appreciate that work that he does. Let me tell you guys something. I have zero interest at being a detective. I don't care. I don't care. Like if I stumble upon information, which I do, people will send me stuff and I'll be like, all right. Sometimes I'll report it. Sometimes I won't. I can't tell you how much stuff I get. I don't know. Danielle says, I love Fantake, but I think Dave is much more interactive in the chat, so I'll forever be here. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nicole says, yeah, who are your top 4? So people want to know my top 4. I'll say this. I'm not going to tell you who my top 4 is because I actually don't really pick them that way. But I am interested to see this big, thick football player boy. He's a big boy. I want to see this guy plays in the NFL. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm trying to think who else I might be into this season. I don't care for Joe, but I also don't see it as a huge red flag. I think he explained himself just fine. I'm actually a little, if I could say one thing, and again, this is just me probably taking the guy side, but if I could say one thing about Michelle, it's that it felt like she kind of set her expectations up with Joe, but also like, I don't know enough about their conversation. Did he owe her the response? Like everyone's living their life. I get it. It's suspect. She becomes Bachelorette and all of a sudden he's like sliding into her DMs. I get all that. But I was also like, you wonder, will being in a position of power give somebody too much authority? And I wonder if that's what will happen with Michelle. That's clearly not happened so far. In fact, I'm really just looking for like a crack in Michelle's armor. She's so good. She looks so good out there. So that's... Kim says, how does Dave already know the winner? Because I can't avoid these things. I think my computer's kind of lagging right now. Oh, my Photoshop is on. Let me turn my Photoshop off. I didn't realize that. I'm getting my new computer in a few weeks. It's going to take a little while to ship. I mentioned it on the earlier live stream. $4,700. I'm getting a $4,700 beast of a computer, and I won't have any lag issues after that. So help me God. It is going to be the fastest computer in the history of the world. So don't worry, guys. Hang in there. I will have... Lindsay Marshall says, Bachelor fan take versus Dave is comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, I guess we're just different types. You know, I've really kind of found myself in a nice little corner here where I do daily content, and what I love about content that I watch online is I don't love I don't love reading the news, but I love hearing opinions that I trust share their opinions about the news. And that's kind of what I feel like I'm like with you guys. Sage says, don't believe you, Dale's toes. Yeah, that's right. I did have a Dale's toes. Let's see if I can find this photo. I had a Dale's, that's one of those, like, I never wanted to be the guy who knew as much as I did about Dale's toes, but sometimes you just go down a weird hole and you don't know how to get yourself out of it. And that's how I felt with Dale's toes. I don't know if I'll ever, maybe it's in the stream folder here. I don't know. I wish I had producers that could like clip together all of the different highlights, because isn't it funny? I mean, you know, if you guys have been with me for this year, we have so many ridiculous callbacks about things that just don't matter. Like, if this doesn't mean anything to you, then you really missed out on a ride. If me yelling, I'm in the wrong one. If me playing, hold on, where did I go here? If me playing the national anthem and talking about, you know, the Illuminati means nothing to you, then you missed out on a ride, because we were there for it, fellas. We were there. I made this in Photoshop. I showed this to my fiance, and she looked at me like, I can't believe I'm marrying you. All right, let's go to some voicemails if we have any. Here we go. Let's go back to Joe.
From Naples. Now, this is my third message.
Third
I did
time?
leave 3 before. This is number 3. Keep it straight. All right. So, no, that's what I was going to say, Dave.
Oh,
this is what I was going to say. I never saw such a group of guys on The Bachelorette that were so enamored with the woman on The Bachelorette.
yes.
Ever. Like, in all my years watching. Like, I never saw them all, like, talking amongst each other like the girl was so amazing before. I never saw that. And 2, I always noticed on The Bachelorette, the girls always end up picking right, and they stay with the partner. But on The Bachelor, it's always the reverse. Like, the Bachelor never gets it right, and they usually don't stay with the woman. And I wonder what that is. I guess the men pick with something else, and the woman always, like, they always pick it right, and the women usually always stay with the guy, except Hannah Brown. She picked Jed. But usually, like, the girls pick right, and they end up getting married to the guy. It's so, I would love to study that, why that is. Why the girls are such good pickers and the men can't pick. All right. I'm rambling tonight. All right. Sorry, Dave. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, no, you're right.
Love your show, by the way.
Thank you so much. You're absolutely right that the women, the Bachelorette does a better job of weeding out guys than the Bachelor does. Absolutely right. Let's see what's going on with this voicemail.
John Sanchez over here in LA. Funny, you're a funny guy.
Thank you.
I followed you over at the Hollywood. Okay, we need to stop this immediately.
Bye.
Wait, I followed you over. Hold on. I want to. Okay, they canceled that on their phone call. Hey, call back. You were doing a good job. Oh, you did call back. Here we go.
Hey, Neal, this is John Sanchez. I'm also a stand-up comic. You're a funny guy. I saw you at the Hollywood Comedy. You're a funny Catholic. This season, let's just hope this Bachelor, doesn't end up being a stripper or, a little fruity, or, I don't know, We'll just see.
Are you high?
I don't know.
I think we just got our first high. We get a lot of drunk calls, but I think that was our first high voicemail. Madison says, enjoy the new computer, Dave. Been watching your videos and streams since the end of Tasha's, but this is the first stream I've gotten to sit in on live. Congrats on coming up on 45K. Thanks so much. Let's see if we hit 45,000. I don't know if we did. We haven't. 44,994. What a slow night. 44,994 subscribers. Are we going to get to 45,000 tonight? We are 5 away. Bruce says we need Dave to steal the Declaration of Bachelor Pendants. And let me tell you something. If anybody's going to steal the Declaration of Bachelor Pendants, it's your boy, Linen Shirt Dave. I'm going to go on there with a linen shirt. I'm going to show him a little bit of that cowlick, and I'm going to get the buttons undone, and I'm going to go in there. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's see here. I'm going to wind this thing down. Wind this puppy down. Yeah, I can't wait for the new computer. I've got a hookup. It's coming. I haven't officially ordered it yet. I'm still waiting on the go-ahead, but it's going to be a beast. Yeah, let's get to 45,000, says Crafty Beach. I mean, can't we find 5 people out there that haven't? Let me see if I can find my... hold on, I'm going to try to... I'm having a hard time getting to the live subscriber count, but let's see. We are at... Let's get to it right now. 44,996. So we're only 4 away. Allison says, Dave, it's only fair for you to show us your toes. You don't want to see my toes. I've got athlete's toenails, Just beat up toenails. There's nothing you need to see there. I found this out from my fiance that I have sharp toenails. You ever canoodle with your person and they're like, babe, why are your toenails so sharp? And you go, I didn't know that was a thing. Trying to get through the end of the comments here. Let's see, as I look for it, 44,997. Crafty Beach says, just made my hubby subscribe. Well, good to know. Nothing like getting subscribers from people that aren't going to ever want to watch my content. 44,997. Oh, 44,998. I am live updating this right now. We are very close. Sage says, would love for you and Connor to duet on here with the rice shaker. Well, maybe once I get my new laptop set up, maybe that'll happen. Yeah, absolutely. Valerie's cooking muffins. Good to know. I would love a good muffin right now. Minerva says, fix your subscriber count button because it hasn't updated. Oh, look at this, folks. Hold on right here. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I'm having some lagging issues here. Oh, it's making me... Oh, you know what? You know what's happening right now? My YouTube. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I was signed into YouTube, and it's making me verify that it's me because it thinks I'm doing something nefarious. And I appreciate that. I have to open up... Google wants to make sure it's you. Open the... so I have to... Here's what I have to do. I have to open up my app on my phone. This is good. And then I have to hit the number that it shows there to make sure that no one's hacking into my... YouTube. I mean, wouldn't that be the worst if I lost my Dale toenail video because of YouTube? So let's see here. I hit this number. Okay. And then it should verify that it's me. I like that YouTube makes me do that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sometimes I have to talk my way through all of that. But either way, the point of what I was saying was it looks like we've got 45,002 subscribers. So this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Neal Enterprises at 45,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Much appreciated. We got there. We limped to the finish line. But I really appreciate you guys getting us across. All right. Crafty Beach says, it says 45. We did it. Just trying to catch up. Shots for everybody. Our good friend Sophia, our voice of reason, is out there making us take shots tonight. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to do a few more voicemails as they come in, and then we're going to get out of here. I'm heading to Arizona tomorrow, so I've got to make extra content tonight to have it prepared for tomorrow, because I got to get out of here early in the morning. Early in the morning. All right, rising to my feet. Light me up a cigarette, and I'll strap shoes to my feet. Down to find a reason went wrong. I don't know how to sing. All right, here we go. Here's Paige. You're up.
Natty again. I was so hyped to hear my voice on your stream. Woo-hoo. But just to be like a little bit more clear, the reason that I was disappointed for Katie's season was because I felt like I don't know, the whole Thomas thing really rubbed me the wrong way, and then after watching Bachelor in Paradise,
I get it.
Seeing that he's not the villain, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't like how the whole Greg situation went, and I think that it was kind of forced with Blake. You know, I didn't really feel like the love, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel like it, you know, and who am I? I'm not nobody. She doesn't know me or care anything about me, but, you know, that's my little 2 cents on that. That's why I feel like Michelle is going to try to find love and not settle. I felt like Katie settled. I was very disappointed because I think both of them are very strong women. So, I just really liked how Michelle handled herself. She's very sure of herself, and you may be right, like,
it's night
it
one.
is only night one or whatever, but I just really feel like Michelle's going to be awesome. So, not to throw no dirt on Katie, I just feel like her love story at the end wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving. All right. Love Dave. I'm going to, my boyfriend's named David, and I call him Dave, so it's kind of funny. But love your channel, and I'm sure I'm over 30 minutes, but
30 minutes.
Bye.
You weren't over 30 minutes. You were at 90 seconds. All right. Yeah. Well, look. Yeah, I know. You're. And again, respectfully, we're comparing Katie's full season versus Michelle's night one, where there's no hard feelings, there's no wondering, you know, what's gonna be and this and that. Katie and Blake are the real deal. I'm not saying they're gonna last forever. Who knows? Who knows what's going to last forever? But Katie and Blake are the real deal. When Blake showed up, him and Katie had immediate chemistry. They had so much going on and all that jazz. With regards to Katie and Thomas, I'm going to be recording a video right after this that I'm going to air tomorrow. Thomas talking about why he actually understands what Katie was going through when she called him out. I mean, the whole house was calling Thomas out. So Katie has to see it through, like, who do I trust, this one guy or the whole house? Hopefully this season gets away from the union boss aspect of Katie's season. But that's just a testament to some of the immature guys that were in the house. Sophia says, Dave, are you bringing back the locks or am I drunk? The hair is getting long. Sorry, I can't resist the Dave hair commentary. I wasn't planning on bringing it back. My hair grows so fast, though. I could have my hair in a ponytail in no time. I was thinking for November, I'm going to do Movember. You know, it's like a prostate cancer awareness thing. So I think I'm going to grow the mustache. Should I live stream a prostate exam? Should we do that? Probably not. Mad Harp says blue is a good color on you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Some colors look better on this green screen than others. It's actually more of a teal. This isn't, I don't think this is it's more of like a teal color than this. But either way, yeah, I think I'm going to bring back the mustache. We're going to wrap things up, and I'll be back at 10 p.m. Pacific time, with you guys. I just have a lot of, other content I'm going to have to get to. Plaid Shirt Dave. That's right. Your boy Plaid Shirt Dave. Who's that lady on the logo of Bachelorette? That is Michelle. That's the new Bachelorette. Is that what the question you were asking? What laptop are you buying? I need to buy a new one. I'm getting the new MacBook Pro with the beefed up, the top of the line Pro Max processor and like some of the in the top of the line random access memory. So it's going to be blazing fast. Right now I'm on a 2017 MacBook. This was the nicest computer I could buy at the time, and it has been very great to me this year. The things are falling apart on it, you know. So if you guys understand, like it's like live streaming is the easiest thing I can do on my MacBook. Some of the other things like I've got like this, right? I got that. Can you see that? See that? That's the letter E. That's from my laptop. So it's a pain. Every time I hit the space button, the period button goes off. It's a pain. I barely make it, and I make so much content with it, but I had to wait for the new laptop to come out, and I'm going to be traveling for the next few weeks, so hopefully before Thanksgiving it'll come in. Like I said, I'm getting all the upgrades. It's going to be $4,700, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast. All right. Let's see. Let's call it, guys. I'll be back at 10 for those late nighters. But leave a voicemail if you want to chat on the 10 o'clock. That's 10 o'clock West Coast, 1 a.m. East Coast. I do have a few things I need to get to. Like, I need to go give my fiance a hug. I need to go give her a big hug. You know what I mean? You can tell when someone's had a long day at work, you need to give them a big hug. So my poor dog, you know, gotta love Boone. But as I was watching the... It's like if I don't have too much going on, right? I'm watching the show. I'm in the Discord. I'm cooking brats and I'm typing and I'm preparing all my thumbnails. I'm doing way too much. Then the fireworks go off, probably because the Dodgers won. I live in Los Angeles, so when the Dodgers win, the fireworks go off. The dog got so scared he starts peeing, but I didn't notice it because it was on the other side of the couch. So normally he knows how to go outside and pee, but every once in a while a big firework explosion goes off. He pees himself. I'm cleaning up pee. I'm like, who did she vote out? I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So it's kind of a busy one, but I'm trying to prepare because I got to leave in the morning. So if there's any breaking news tomorrow, I will make a video from the road while I'm on the road. It's a 6-hour drive. Christine saying splurge for the petty. Listen, it's not the petty that's the problem. It's just my feet have taken a beating. You know, you ever see like a marathoner's feet? You know, baseball toe. Yeah, Nicole, go Braves. I'm not a Dodgers fan. Kat says, I would love if you went on Chatty Bras. They've mentioned you a couple of times and you've referenced their videos too. Hey, my DMs are open. They haven't invited me yet. I'm not showing up to a dinner party uninvited. So if you want me to go on their channel, send them a tweet. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, it's all like, what can you do for me? But I will say our channel is crushing it. So we pass them quickly and I would love to chat with them. I'm always open for it. It'd have to be in person. I'm done with this, YouTube. I'm done with Zoom stuff if I can avoid it. I got a nice, you know what? I got a nice massage, Monday night, a nice Thai massage in town. I go to this great place. It's $50 for an hour-long Thai massage. They walk on your back. They crack you. Oh, man, it's amazing. That's what's great about living in Los Angeles. There's so many amazing, so much access to so much culture that you can get a really great Thai massage here for cheap. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Sophia. Congratulating me on 45,000. Much appreciated. And let's see what we're at just before I end because I'm sure usually when we try to hit a number, we get a little bit above. So we're at 45,004. So thank you guys all so much for that. And 200 people in the chat. I will see you guys in a little bit for the West Coast. Otherwise, stay tuned tomorrow morning. We'll have videos at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10:30. And I think we'll have 4 videos tomorrow. And then if there's any breaking news, we will be there to break it on the highway. I'll talk to you guys later on. Thank you guys so much for all the kind words. It means the world to me. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Paige, for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Everyone should post on your like.